When the pioneers moved westward in their wagons drawn by oxen, one of their most important possessions was the family cow. For then, the family could be sure to have milk. Even in pioneer days, milk was thought of as the most nearly perfect food. When the pioneers settled on their new farms, the younger children often came along to watch while the cow was being milked. Milking, morning and night, was a daily chore, and one that the children would soon have to help with. The cows of those days did not give nearly as much milk as modern milk cows do. Sometimes the cream was skimmed off the milk and poured into the churn. The children would often do the churning. Can you guess what she's making? Yes, it's butter, made by churning or beating the cream. The milk was kept in the cellar so that it would stay cool, but usually the cellar wasn't cold enough to keep the milk fresh very long. Today, modern refrigerators let us keep milk for several days, fresh and cold and good to drink. In towns and cities, there are dairies which deliver a fresh supply as often as we need it, right to our doorstep, of milk and the things made from milk like cream, butter, and cheese. The dairy gets its milk from cows kept on many farms called dairy farms. These cows have been bred especially to give a lot of milk and are called dairy cows. The dairy farmer works hard all year to provide the right kind of feed for his cows. To give milk, a cow must have a calf. Then the cow will give milk most of the year. A few days after it's born, the calf is taught to drink milk from a pail instead of nursing the mother cow. The little calf does not need all the mother cow's milk. The farmer milks the cow twice each day. A dairy cow gives about 15 quarts of milk a day. Some give less and some give much more than this. In winter and at night on the most modern farms, the cows stay in what are called loafing barns. Here they may eat and rest as they please. On this farm, the milking is done in a separate building called a milking parlor. It's brightly lighted and is scrubbed clean and sweet every day. This milking parlor has glass pipes through which the milk will flow. They are washed clean with a special solution. The cows are brought to the milking parlor twice each day, morning and evening. They will be fed here as well as milked. They get a special mixture of ground-up grain. Before the milking starts, the dairyman carefully washes the cow's udder. The first milk goes into a special cup called a strip cup. The dairyman inspects this milk for cleanliness before the cow is milked. Modern dairy farms use milking machines. Before milking, the dairyman carefully rinses each machine in a sterilizing water solution. Now, the 4 cups are attached to the cow's udder. The machine milks the cow in much the same way as the dairyman would milk with his hands. The machine pumps the milk into the pipes overhead. The milk runs through the pipes to a glass container in the next room. Then the warm milk goes to a refrigerated holding tank for cooling. Every day, a big truck comes to take the farmer's milk to the milk plant. The tank on this truck is especially made to keep the milk cold. The milk will be pumped from the farmer's holding tank into the tank on the truck. The driver attaches a sanitary flexible tube to the pipe from the holding tank. Before the milk is pumped, The driver takes samples of the milk to be tested at the milk plant. He checks the temperature of the milk to make sure it's cold. Tank trucks like this often collect milk from a number of dairy farms before returning to the milk plant. At the dairy plant, milk arrives in big milk cans as well as in the tank trucks. Many farmers, especially those with small dairy herds, usually haul their milk in cans. This dairy has a conveyor to move the cans into the plant. The milk from tank trucks is piped through flexible tubes directly into the dairy's refrigerated holding tanks, where it is kept cold. In the dairy laboratory, the samples of the milk from each farm are tested for purity. Each sample is also checked for the amount of cream it contains. In the dairy plant, every pipe and machine is cleaned and sterilized every day. Some of the pipes can be taken apart to be scrubbed and sterilized, and a cleaning solution is pumped through others. Back at the holding tanks, the cold milk is ready to start its trip through the dairy. All the milk goes through a pasteurizer. Pasteurizing means heating the milk just enough to destroy germs. The dairyman in charge of the pasteurizer keeps a close check on the temperature. Turning a valve sends the milk from the holding tanks through clean pipes to the pasteurizer. In the pasteurizer, the milk is heated to exactly 161 degrees for just 15 seconds, and then is quickly cooled to about 35 degrees, just a little above freezing. When ordinary milk is allowed to stand, the cream rises to the top, and the bottle must be shaken to mix the cream with the milk. Dairies also bottle milk in which the cream does not separate. This is called homogenized milk. Milk that is going to be homogenized is pumped through this machine, which breaks up the cream into tiny droplets so small that they never rise and collect on top. Milk bottles are washed in this automatic bottle washer. Here, bottles are rinsed, soaked, scrubbed, and rinsed again, both inside and outside. Then they are sterilized and cooled. This machine can wash and sterilize 12,000 bottles in an hour. And now the milk is ready to use. It will go into a big cold storage room to await delivery. It has been handled by modern machinery from the moment it left the cow. Not a single drop has been touched by hand. This churn turns cream into butter, which is wrapped by machine after it has been chilled and cut to the right size. And here are machines that are making a favorite dairy food. Can you guess what this will be? Yes, it's ice cream. And this is cottage cheese. These are just a few of the many good things to eat that our dairies make from milk. Every morning, the dairy trucks load up to deliver the freshly bottled milk and milk products. Many dairies supply milk in wax paper containers. The milk in wax paper containers is usually delivered to stores where it's kept in refrigerated coolers. Other dairy trucks bring cold, fresh milk and milk products right to our homes, so that you can have your quart of milk and other dairy foods you need every day.